session. We can get started.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name, as Aria introduced, I'm teacher Shaba Frederick. I'm going to take you through this discussion, this revision that we shall have today. Mathematics revision question. So we in order of mathematics. So basically that is for Uganda Certificate of Education. I request that we have our calculators near, as I want this to be a very interactive session. So I request that we have our calculators, and then once we are called upon to do some discussion, we can unmute and speak. So who can read for us our question number 1? Michael, can you read for us? Yes, Joyce.
It solves the equation x over 2 minus x plus 1 over 4 equaling to x over 3 plus 2.
Okay, great. So what do you think we have to do to solve that equation?
We have to first find the LCM of 4x, 3, and 1. And then we multiply throughout the LCM. Then we can cross multiply and find x.
So what would be the LCM of 4, 3, and 2?
It's 12.
12. Good. So you're saying we are going to multiply everything here by 12. So you're going to say 12 times x over 2 minus 12 x plus 1 divided by 4. Okay. So by here is 1, by here is 6. This is 1, this is 3, is 1, here is 4. So 6 times x.
6x.
Then 3 x plus 12 times 20, 12 times 2?
24.
Oh. What is 3 times x?
Collecting like terms. It is 3x.
3x. Negative 3 times 1?
Negative 3.
So what do we do after?
Collecting like terms.
Collect like terms. Okay, we can first have this 6x minus 3x.
Minus 4x.
6x minus 3x.
It is 3x.
3x minus 3 is equal to 4x minus 24. Yes.
Yes, we collect like terms, teacher. Shangazi series.
Okay, so we correct like terms. So we are going to bring the 4x on the left hand, so we shall have 3x minus 4x, and then 24, negative 3. What happens to negative 3 when it crosses equal signs?
It becomes a positive.
So plus 3. So what is 3x minus 4x?
It is negative x.
Negative x. 24 plus 3?
27.
27. Good. What did we do to find x?
Divide by negative 1.
Divide by negative 1. Good. And then our x becomes?
27.
Sure. 27
It is
divided by
negative 27. Negative 27.
Okay. So now we would have sort of the equation. So that would be our answer. Any questions before we proceed? Any questions? Or we can proceed?
We can proceed.
Okay, good. So question number 2. Who can read for us question number 2? Okay, so you can continue and read, please, Joyce.
It is, make Q the subject of the formula if P plus 3Q over Q minus 3P is equal to X minus Y, over Y, sorry.
So
Over Y, X over Y.
Great. So what are we going to do? What did we do?
I'm just thinking that we are going to cross multiply or multiply Q over 3P on both sides.
Okay, the cross multiplying works better. Okay, so we get Y times P, so we are going to say Y into P plus 3Q. Q minus 3P. Then after this, we open brackets. So Y times P.
It is YP.
Then Y times 3Q.
It's 3Q Y.
X times Q. X times Q.
It is XQ.
Then X times 3P.
Minus 3PX.
Okay. So remember, our interest is to make Q the subject of the formula. So what are we going to do? Any idea?
First collect like terms.
Okay, so we are going to collect terms that are in Q together, and then terms that are not in Q. So we can have this as 3 YQ. So since this is positive, when it crosses equal signs, it becomes negative. Minus XQ is equal to negative 3 PX minus YP. Are we there?
Mhm.
Is it understood? Are we together? Yes, Peter. Good afternoon. You can unmute and speak. Okay. So after this, we are going to, since Q is common, we are going to factorize it out. So we have a Q. We remain with 3y minus a minus.
X. I think it is X.
Yes,
3y
minus X.
minus X.
And then this we can as well factorize out a negative, so that we have it as 3, then plus yp.
Minus 3p.
So I've taken the negative outside, so that is why these inside ones have changed to positive. Now after this, we shall have achieved our objective. So we have a Q here. So it's just a matter of dividing by 3y minus x, and still here by 3y minus x. Then we have this and this cancelling out. Then we have Q equaling to negative 3px plus yp divided by 3y minus x. So one would stop there, or we can as well factorize out a p, but that one is not very necessary, and have it as negative p into 3x. Another alternative, negative p into 3x plus y. Then we divide it by 3y minus x. So any of these two would give us the Q, would have made Q the subject of the formula. Any questions before we proceed? Joyce, any questions? Okay. So I guess we can proceed to number 3. Number 3, we are requested to find the inverse of this matrix 2, 3, negative 1, 6. Do you have an idea of how we find the matrix, the inverse of the matrix? Any idea? So to find the matrix, the inverse of the matrix, we are going to begin by finding its determinant. So the determinant of this matrix, we multiply the major diagonal, 2 times 6, and then we subtract the product of the minor diagonal, which is 3 times negative 1. So what is 2 times 6? Two times 6. So this would be 12. Then minus 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And this changes to 12 plus 3, which gives us 15. And then we find the adjunct matrix. So here we are going to interchange the elements of the major diagonal. So 6 goes up, the 2 comes down, and then in the minor diagonal, we change the signs. So the 1 was negative, it now changes to positive, and the 3 was positive, and it now changes to negative. And from there, we say our inverse will be 1 over determinant. We multiply it by the adjunct matrix. So this would be 1 divided by 15 into 6, 1, negative 3, and 2. And this would be the inverse of our matrix. Can I hear from Joyce? Can we proceed? I can't hear you. Maybe you can type in the chat. I don't know what the problem could be. And we have a question number 4. Could you kindly read through it? So number 4, we have that Peter's present age is 1 over 3 of his father's age. In 10 years' time, he will be a half of his father's age. Then we're asking how old is the father? So what we are going to do, we are going to begin, since we are seeing we have the father's age, which we are not given. And then it's like our point of focus. So when we read the statement, Peter's present age is a third of his father's age. So to know Peter's age, we must first of all know the father's age. So we are going to begin by letting the father's age to be X. And then we draw a simple table. So this would be Peter. And then this would be the father. Then we can add there now, or what we are calling in the present, and after 10 years. So we are saying the father's age is now X. And now Peter's age is going to be 1 over 3 of the father's age, which is X. So that would be the present time. Then we are saying in the future, in 10 years time, so if we know X, we are going to just say this is X plus 10. Because the father has now added more 10 years. And then what will Peter's age be? It will be a half of the father's age, which is X plus 10. So this would be a summary of this information here after we have interpreted it. So what we are going to do next, is that we are going to now use Peter to solve for x. Now, when we get Peter's present age, which is 1/3 of x, and then we add there 10 years, it will be equivalent to a half of x plus 10. Joyce, are we together? Maybe you get closer to your microphone. Because I can no longer hear you. Okay, so what we are going to do, so still here we can find the LCM of 2 and 3. And this would be 6, and then we multiply it. So that this becomes 6 times 1/3x plus 10 times 6 is equal to 6 times a half of x plus 10. So here is by 1, here is by 3, here is 1, and here is 2. So that this becomes 2 times x, which is 2x, plus 10 times 6, which is 60, is equal to 3 into x plus 10. So we open brackets on our right-hand side. So we shall have 2x plus 60 is equal to 3 times x, which gives us 3x, and then 3 times 10, which gives us 30. Now we correct the like terms. We take the 2x on the left, on the right, and then the 30, bring it on the left. So this would be 60 minus 30 is equal to 3x minus 2x. So 60 minus 30 would give us 30, and then 3x minus 2x would give us x. And then we can conclude and say x is equal to 30. So from here we can get back and see what the question required. How old is his father? So we can give a concluding statement that Peter's father is 30 years old. So that is how such kind of a question is approached. In question number 5, we are requested to use matrix method to solve the simultaneous equations. So to do that, we need to first organize our two equations. So we can see this is y equaling to 2x plus 3, then 2y plus x is equal to 11. So what we do, we either write x first, terms in x, then terms in y, and the constants after the equal signs. So we are going to rewrite this as okay, I can hear you back now. So we are going to rearrange, and we have this equation y minus 2x is equal to 3, and then 2y plus x is equal to 11. So we can work with this or we can have those equations as negative 2x plus y equaling to 3, and then x plus 2y equaling to 11. So we can choose to use any of these two equations. So which of them can we use? The one on the right or the one on the left?
So we're not getting which one, the one.
There are two methods. We can either use
Let
this
us
or
use
this.
the one that starts with X.
This
The one that starts with
And
x.
Yes.
Okay. So we are picking this.
Mm.
So we are going to write a coefficient matrix. So we are going to write the coefficients of x and then y. So that would be negative 2, 1, 1, and 2. Then multiply by x and we pay this to 3, 11. Are we there?
Yes.
So now we are going to, because we are using matrix method, we are going to find the inverse of the coefficient matrix. And we have just seen how to find the what? The inverse. So the inverse of the matrix is going to be, so we can first do some side work and find determinant. Okay. Any questions?
Teacher.
Yes.
For us, we thought that we can just interchange the major diagonal remains, and then we do the position of the major diagonal, and then we put signs, opposite signs on the minor diagonal, and we multiply.
No, we have to use the inverse, much as still that method gives you the answer. But the nab marks the inverse method.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, our determinant is going to be negative 2 times 2, then 1 times 1. So negative 2 times 2?
Negative 4.
Minus 1. So negative 4 minus 1?
Negative 5.
Negative 5. So our inverse is going to be 1 over 5 over negative 5 into, we now interchange 2, negative 2, then negative 1, negative 1.
But teacher, I think this thing is complicated.
It is not. It is not complicated. The way you do when you have pre-multiplied by the adjunct matrix, okay, is the same way you do. Only that you first ignore multiplying by this one inside the, yes. So just wait a bit and see how I'm going to do it. So we are now going to pre-multiply by the inverse on both sides. Isn't it what you've been doing using this matrix, Aaron?
Yes.
Yes. So we multiply by the inverse now. So negative 1 out of 5 into 2, negative 1, negative 1, negative 2. So we are pre-multiplying, so we multiply by this. Negative 2, 1, 1, 2, then into x, y, and this would be, so we still pre-multiply. Negative 2, 1.
Negative 1.
I think I have made a mistake here.
It is 2, negative 1, negative 1.
Yes, 2, negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, then times 3, 11.
11.
So now we begin multiplying row by column. So we're going to multiply this by this one first. So we get, so we have our negative 1 out of 5 into, just a moment. So I have negative 1 out of 5 into 2 times negative 2 . Then we add negative 1 times. Then we go to the second row. 2 times 1 plus negative 1 times 2. Then we come to this other one, still do the same, negative 1 times
2
times negative 2. This one here is a negative. Yes, it is. Let me first rub off something here and then you see it's a negative. So this is negative. Then plus negative 2 times 1. So the second, negative 1 times 1 plus negative 2 times 2. And then we have our xy. Negative 1 out of 5. So we have negative 2 times 3 plus negative 1
times 11.
Okay, good. Then negative 1 times 3 plus
2 times 11.
So is it hard?
I'm first waiting to see how you're going to deal with that 50.
Hey, okay. It will disappear, don't worry.
We're waiting.
So 2 times negative 2?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Oh, negative 4. Negative 1 times 1?
Negative 1.
2 times 1?
2.
Negative 1 times, okay. Negative 1 times negative 2?
Positive 2.
Negative 2 times 1?
Negative 2.
Negative 1 times 1?
Negative 1.
Negative 2 times 2?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Then multiply this by xy. Negative 1 out of 5. 2 times 2?
Isn't it 2 times 3?
Yes, 2 times 3?
6.
6. Negative 11.
Negative 3.
Mm.
Negative 22.
This is 6, huh?
Yes, you may write it better. Okay. The space. Okay. Negative 1 out of 5. -4 minus plus -1.
-5.
2 minus 2.
0.
2 minus 2 again.
0. -5.
Have you
Okay,
seen
so
where?
now the
Yeah.
essence of putting that, the inverse, is to eliminate the others without using, like substituting, multiplying x times y,
Yes.
like the way we used to do
I don't know.
previously.
But this is
Because
the
for us,
method.
we didn't know the other, we didn't know of this method. We've always known the other one.
Oh. Okay. 6 plus -11.
It is 5.
5 positive.
Yes.
Negative.
It is positive, teacher.
6
it is
minus
negative.
11.
Negative 2.
Yes. -3 minus 22.
It is a -25.
Okay. So this 5 is going to go with this, the negative, so this becomes 1. Isn't it so?
Thank you.
Then this is 0, this is 0, this is 1. Are we there?
Yes.
Then xy. Then -5, and this, it will still give us a 1.
A positive.
Yes, then -25 times -1 is 25 divided by 5.
Positive 5.
5. So from here, we can still do some little multiplication. 1 times x.
X.
Plus 0 times y.
It is
Which is
y.
0. Because we are still multiplying row by column. Okay.
Row by column.
And then we
that
equate
one
to
had skipped because for but why is it that we don't just equate x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 5?
Okay, if you do it like that, it's just cram work. Okay. But we have to, yeah, we have to show the examiner that we know mathematics. Yeah. So we get 1 times x plus 0 times y, which is 0. And we equate this to
1.
Yes, and then we finally say x is equal to 1. And then we come to this second one, we say 0 times x is 0 plus 1 times y, which is y, and this is equal to
5.
And then finally y is equal to
5.
Yes. So we continue?
Yes.
This number 6 is yours to do. Because it's very simple.
Shall you do it for us?
How much
Sure.
is for us to do? No.
We shall do it. Let us copy it.
We are just copying to proceed.
We have finished copying.
Okay. So you do it. I want an answer in about 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, we do it right now.
Yes. Okay. Let me write as you tell me what to do.
Okay.
I know we begin by drawing a simple table like this. We put 9, 12, and 15. So what do we do to find the highest common factor?
We do by 3.
So by 3?
Yes.
Mm.
No. We get 3, 4, 5. By 3. By 3.
Mm.
1, 4, and 5. By 2. 1, 2, and 5. By 2. 1, 1, 5. Then by 5, 1, 1, 1. We multiply all of it.
Good. But when we multiply, okay?
Yes.
That one is finding LCM.
Yes.
So
we look for common numbers.
Yes. So this would be LCM. But now for highest common factor, okay, we get that factor that we have divided by, that is divisible by all those numbers. So the number we divided by 9 and by 12 and by 15. So that is the highest common factor. So what is the answer?
Okay, it's 3.
3. Yes.
What if they are more than 1?
You multiply them.
Okay.
Yes. So we continue.
Highest common factor. It is HCF. Yes.
So number 7. Who can read for us?
Without using a calculator or mathematical tables, evaluate 68.75 squared minus 31.25 squared over 375.
3.75. Okay, so how do we approach this number?
Sure. I don't have a clue. Or maybe I really don't have a clue because it has those points.
It has the points. So because it has the points, you fear it. Now, there are some identities that we use. Let me begin with this. So when we have A minus B squared, A plus B squared, and then A squared minus B squared. Have we ever seen them somewhere?
Factorization.
Yes. So what is A squared minus B squared equal to?
It is equal to A plus B bracket A minus B.
So this is what we are going to apply here. Okay?
Yes.
So we are going to say 68.75 squared minus 31.25 squared divided by 3.75 is equal to, so open brackets, this would be 68.75 plus 31.25, then bracket, open another one, we subtract 68.75 minus 31.25. Then we divide by 3.75. After showing that step, we are now free to use a calculator. So what is 68.75 plus 31.25? But I think even that addition we can do without a calculator, isn't it so?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's a brief correction. If you're asked to not to use calculators or mathematical tables, they mean that with the first step, do not apply it. Yeah?
So what they wanted to see is whether you can apply the difference of two squares.
Yeah.
If this method if you apply it, then it is okay. But if you don't show that you have added and subtracted, then even if you have the right answer, they will not mark you right. Okay?
Yes. Now we can use the calculator to add and subtract.
Yes.
Okay. $100.
The first one is 100 multiplied by
37.5.
now this second bracket.
Yes, it is 37.5.
Okay. Then divided by 3.75. So what is 37.5 times 100?
It is 3,750.
Then we divide it by 3.75.
It is 1,000.
1,000. Just that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that would be our answer.
Mtichanga wewonyeza.
We got another number?
Yes.
This is a very simple one. Find the equation of the line passing through the points -7, -2, and -3, 4. Do we know that?
Yes.
Okay, so we can skip it.
Let us do it.
Okay. So what do we begin by finding?
The gradient.
Which is change in y over change in x. So we can rename these ones as y2, x2, y1, x1. We can say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 4 minus -2 over -3 minus -7. So the upper one will change to 4 plus 2. And this will become -3 plus 7. 4 plus 2?
4 plus 2 is 6.
-3 plus 7?
It is 4.
4. So can we say this is 3 divided by 2? Then What do you do after this?
We use the formula for equation of the line.
Y equaling to mx plus c. So which point do we choose?
Let's take the first bracket.
Okay. So we use -7, -2.
2.
So y is negative. So -2 is equal to gradient, which is 3/2, times x, which is negative,
Change.
then plus c. Okay. So what is our c? 3 times -7.
Is negative 21.
Over 2 plus c. So we can multiply by 2 here, by 2 here,
This one
by
is
2
the-
here.
Mhm.
So we have 2c,
3 plus 6.
-21 is negative 4.
Negative
Are we there?
21 is equal to 2c. Yes, we are there.
So we bring terms -4.
Sure, you're going speed.
Hey, okay.
I'm starting with the colleague.
So when 21 crosses the equal signs, it becomes positive, isn't it so?
Yes.
So 21 is equal to c. So -4 plus 21
It is 17.
is equal to c. Here we divide by 2 and here by our c. Okay. Our c now becomes 17/2.
Yeah.
I think we are almost done.
Yes.
So say y is the m, which is 3/2, x plus c, which is 17, divided by and
That
we,
is the equation.
yes. Any questions there?
And teacher,
Yes.
my colleague here wants a recap from you because she has not understood.
Oh, okay. Let me do what? Can you explain to her first?
Where teacher, where I've not understood starting where the number actually where it starts from.
Okay. So we begin by finding the gradient, which is changing x over changing y over changing x.
Yes.
And we get y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So because some of these numbers are negatives, so we got 4 minus, this was -2. Came there. And it later became 4 plus because of the negative. Then we got 3 minus -7. Excuse me a bit. Now I was still explaining here. So we get negative 3 minus minus 7. So this one as well changes to positive. So that is how we came with 4 plus 2 divided by negative 3 plus 7. Then 4 plus 2 gave us 6. Negative 3 plus 7, which is the same as 7 minus 3, gave us a 4. And then we reduced here by 2. 3 by 2 is a 2. Yes, then we went ahead to use the general equation of a line, and we picked a point negative 7, negative 2. So meaning the negative 7 is x and the negative 2 is y. And then we substitute it in this equation to get negative 2 is equal to 3 over 2, because that was our gradient m, times 7, which is times negative 7, which is x, then plus c. So when we are using this equation, we are trying to find what the value of c is. Then we multiplied 3 times negative 7 to give us negative 21 out of 2. Then to eliminate the fraction, we multiplied throughout by 2. So we got 2c, negative 21 is equal to negative 4. And then from there, we collected like terms and divided by 2. And finally, our c was 17 over 2. Then we said y. Now we came back to this equation. Y is now, our m is 3 over 2, 3 over 2x plus 17 out of 2. Yes. Any more questions?
No questions, sir. We have understood. Thank you so much.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to another number. Now the number, solve the quadratic equation. 2x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Any idea of how we solve it? Any idea?
And solve the equation.
Yes, solving quadratic equations. Yes.
The product and sum. We first look for the product and sum.
Okay, product and sum. Okay. So which product? So product and sum of what?
Know the numbers. The equation.
Okay. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to first multiply 2 and negative 1. 2 times negative 1?
It is negative 2.
Negative 2. So we are going to get two numbers that when we multiply them, they give us negative 2. And when we add them, they give us a 1. So what are those numbers?
The two numbers that we can multiply and get negative 2, and then when we subtract, we get 1.
When we
Positive
add.
1.
Yes, yes. Okay.
We have negative 1 and 2.
Good. So after getting these numbers, we come and substitute them where? there, where we have the 1x. So we're going to substitute the 1x with the -1 and 2. Is that understood?
Yes, teacher.
So we shall say this would be 2x squared minus x plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Yes, then after this, we are going to group them in 2 pairs so that we have 2x squared minus x plus 2x minus 1, and we equate this to 0. Yes, so we identify common factor in the first bracket and
That is
common
x.
factor in the second bracket. So what is the common factor in the first bracket?
It is x. It is 1.
No, it is x.
Mm.
So we remain with x outside. Then here we have 2x minus 1. Common factor in the second bracket?
It's 1.
1. 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So now this is also common, so we shall write it once. Then we write x plus 1 into 2x minus 1 and equate this to 0. And then we say either x, sorry about that. We say either x plus 1 is equal to 0, and here x will be equal to negative, or are we there? Are we following?
Yes, we are
Yes,
following.
teacher, you're following.
Or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So transfer the 1 to the right hand side.
So x
So
is
2x is equal to
1.
then
Divide by 2.
divide by 2, and x will be equal to
The half. 0.5.
or 0.5.
Teacher Emma na ben bawada na sometimes they go barat bawali wanafa befu.
Okay, okay. So I guess we are stopping here for today.
Teacher. Okay, now
Yes.
before we stop, kindly give us another example of that number. Hey,
Another
because we
example.
still wanted you, now you're going.
You can still want me more. You'll find me
Where ya?
on Yaka.
Yaka?
Yes.
You give us another one because the Yaka, we don't understand it. Munai.
We can explain what it does.
Yeah,
We
can you
organ-
tell us
we-
more about Yaka?
Yes, we organize more of these lessons. So, yes. Now that you are about to go for holidays, in the holiday you can contact us. We charge 100 per month for you to study all the subjects. Yes. In addition to that, we have work that is already on the website that you can access at your free time, whether in the night, as long as you have data.
Which is the website?
It is let me share. The website is Okay, let me type it somewhere here. But you only access it after paying, eh?
Paying the 100.
Yes, siaka.cc. I think they have even sent it in the chat. Yes, so you either pay 100.
That.
No, it is not expensive. 100 for the whole month when you are studying all the subjects. Yes, or you can pay 500 for the whole year. And you get good teachers like me.
Okay.
Tukitegedde. Naye kati sooka oddeeyoko wali otuweeka example akalala.
Kale, let me give it to you from here. Okay. So suppose we have another equation. Let me see. X squared plus 9x plus 20 equaling to 0. Okay. Please read this information that has been posted here as we continue. And there's somebody spoiling my blackboard, my body. Okay, now let me leave this one.
Now the information you have taken it out.
We are going to put it again. Okay, we are going to get two numbers that we multiply to get 20. And when we add them, we get 9.
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Yes.
The information has been put in the chat. Now, 4 and 5. So we are going to substitute the 9 with 4 and 5. So this would be x squared plus 4x plus 5x plus 20 is equal to 0. Are we there? So where we had the 9x, we are substituting there 4x plus 5x. Now we do the grouping in pairs. So this would be x squared plus 4x. That is one pair plus 5x plus 20. This would be another pair and we equate to 0. Yes, then after we identify a common factor in the first bracket and then common factor in the second bracket. So what is the common factor in the first bracket?
It is 4. No, it's x. Sorry.
So x, we pull x outside. What remains on x squared?
X.
What remains on 4x?
4.
4. Common factor in the second bracket?
5.
5. What do we remain with?
X
Inside?
plus 4.
X plus 4. Equate this to 0. So x plus 4 is common. Then x plus 5 is equal to 0. And then we say either x plus 4 is equal to 0, and here x becomes negative, or the second bracket, x plus 5 is equal to 0, and x is equal to negative 5.
Yep.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Mm.
I hope you are reading messages that have been sent in the chat.
Let us read.
Okay.
Let's read the messages. Okay. We have read. When are we getting the seminar for second B numbers? What section B numbers of math?
We are going to organize, don't worry.
Hmm.
We shall be letting you know.
Okay, thanks a lot. I also thought that this was payable. Thank you for the free session.
You're welcome. Maybe let me invite Mr. Kakuru to talk to you a bit. Mr. Kakuru.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Frederick, for leading us in today's seminar on math. That was very good. And Joyce Galaxy A03 core, he has also been in the background. Also, Jay Kana was also around. Well done for participating in today's seminar. So we always have free seminars happening on Saturdays. We normally have them at 11 and at 2 p.m. Yours is not to miss these seminars. They are always free of charge. Yours is to have data and join the seminar. The teacher is always there to keep guiding you in different subjects. If you want to have more of these lessons daily, you can join Yaka to study online. And at the end of it all, you can do your exam. Then we also have free content which you can access on Soma. I've shared the link in the chat section. That website has free content which you can access. Then for those who want to have content and then teachers, we encourage you to subscribe to Yaka so that you have content and then the teachers are having lessons with you at least on a daily basis. So we shall keep to organize more of these seminars. Don't miss them. We also encourage you to join the seminars where we always communicate at least all events that happen. With students. Yes, I was saying that you can WhatsApp me and then you get that link to join the different WhatsApp groups, and more to that, the one for seminars and debates. In case you have questions, you can ask and you will be answered.